Okay, hi everyone, it's mailbag time again. Seem to have quite a few here this time. I think one of them I did carry over from last time because I couldn't actually find it when I was doing the last video. I knew I had it, I can remember it coming in, but I don't remember opening it. But I have found it and we've got it here this time. We've got a big box here. You might be able to guess what's in that. Let's just get into it. Let's start opening some of these up. I'll clear some of this away because we don't seem to have much room this time. Start with this little one. This says replacement parts, so that could be absolutely anything, I guess. I'm hoping I can cut into it. Probably from AliExpress. I will put in the description where everything came from and how much I paid. Okay, it looks like an integrated circuit. Bit dubious how they've packed that, isn't it? I might leave that in there for now. Let me see if I can read what that says. Atmel AT28C256. I think that's a ROM, an Eprom. Looks like we've got two of them in there. I probably will get them out, but let's leave them in there for now. I'm not going to do anything with them right now. I believe these are for my Z80 computer project, which is moving forward slightly, but I've not really done any videos on that yet. I think we did one, didn't we, when we looked at the RAM chip. And I think I did say when I did that video that really should have been using this ROM chip. So we'll come back to that another day. Put that there for now. Let's move on. eBay. What is that? Oh, they look like they're crystals, just loose in there. That's why they were rattling around. How many is in there? Oh, look at that. It looks like it. How weird is that? I didn't cut through that because I just cut the edge off, but how weird. Bizarre. Two crystals by the looks of it. I think that's all that's in there. Yeah, the other half of that bag just isn't there. Very weird. Okay, what are they then? Can we see? Nothing on there, is there? Oh, there is writing on there. It's upside down. I think it says 7.3728 megahertz. I think again this is for the Z80 computer. I think I did a little bit more research and decided that these were the crystals I wanted to use. So we'll put them there. We should be able to move that project forward a little bit now. These two look like they must come from the same seller. Presumably eBay. They do say UK, and I probably bought them from a UK seller, so I don't know why they've put that on there. But the fact that they look identical, they must have come from the same seller. No idea what's in here. Do they rattle? No. No paperwork. Nice anti-static bag. Yeah, much better packed. They look like they're integrated circuits. Packed better than these anyway. Try and open them up because we want to know what they are. Don't like the staples, but Give them full marks for the bag. Yeah. I wish we could just cut them off. There we go. Looks like there's 7400 logic chips, aren't they? 74 HCT 04s, so 7404. Is there a mixture there? No. I think they're all 7404s. I'm guessing it's an AND gate or an OR gate, maybe something like that. We'll look them up, come back to them. Very nice. Again, must be for the Z80 computer. Bit of a theme going on here, isn't there? Another one. Presumably more logic chips. Doesn't want to come out. Yep. Tidy up as I go along. Got a strategy for getting in here now, haven't I? What have we got here? Well, they look like the same, don't they? 74 HCT04s, 7404s again. Again, a little bizarre. Why didn't they just put them all in the same package? I'll have to look at what I ordered, but I'm sure unless I placed the order twice. I don't know. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we've got 10 logic chips. I believe they're all 7404s. Let's move on. Feels like an eBay parcel. There's a little bit of paperwork here. I'll just have a quick look at that. That's what we actually got. Looks like more crystals, smaller ones this time. What does the paperwork say? This says 3.6864 megahertz low profile crystal resonator HC49S. So 3.6864 megahertz. That might possibly be, I don't remember what we said these were now, but that might possibly be exactly half what they are. So I'm probably ordered them to give me some options on what speed I run the clock at. Let's keep going. This feels heavy. This is a heavy one. You know, in relation to how big the parcel is, it feels like it must be metal. This is heavy. This is heavy, Doc. Is that what he says? No clues. I can't see any clues on there. Let's get in here. Tools. Tools, yeah. Okay. What do you call these? And they're right-angled screwdrivers, aren't they? But have they got a proper name? Offset screwdriver set. 2-piece, 85mm. Feel like reasonably good quality. They look like they're posi on one end and a flat blade on the other. I'm assuming they're different sizes because there's two in there. I think it's probably a PZ1 and a PZ2. Does it tell us? Don't think it does it? Oh yeah, there, PZ1 and PZ2, 5mm and 6mm on the other end slotted. They look quite nice. I got them for the in move because I was having a little trouble with the stomach kind of area of the in move, and I wanted to take out the stomach pistons. Couldn't really get a screwdriver in there very well, and I thought that these would probably be the tool that I really need. And I actually don't have any of these. I've got quite a lot of tools now because I've been buying all sorts of stuff, but I don't have any of them, and they look quite nice. I don't know what I paid, but like I said, I will look it up and put it all in the description. But I quite like those. I doubt I'll use them very often. It's a bit of an odd tool that you don't have much use for, but yeah, it's just so I could sort of, I only had a little bit of sort of access into the side of the in move, and then I could press down on it to stop it from kind of popping out and get quite a bit of force on turning it. I think it was to remove the stomach pistons. I think I did get them out actually in the end with an ordinary screwdriver, but I just thought this would be a better tool. And that's kind of what I do every time I come across something that I need and I don't have it. It frustrates me, so I order one. Let's keep going. This again looks like AliExpress. This one rattles. What's the clue on this? One plastic sheet. That doesn't sound like a plastic sheet, does it? This stuff does come quite quickly from China. More integrated circuits. Could be more logic chips, probably. Is that the part number? I don't think so, is it? Can we see in there? Yeah, maybe. These SN74 LS, I think it says LS 32. So there might be 7432. Which is not what it says on there, is it? These might be quite an unusual old chip that's discontinued. Maybe. I'll have to look them up, but I think I got them for some 7-segment LED drivers. I think they were hexadecimal drivers. These might not be the chips, but they could possibly be what they are. 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. If they are, then we will definitely see them in an upcoming video. Again, on the Z80 computer project, I'm probably going to do what I'm thinking that these ones will be used for. I was thinking with the Z80 computer project that I'll build what I'm going to call a trainer board, which is to run the clock at a low speed and to just play around with the different integrated circuits and sort of see how everything works at a very low speed, just to learn and understand how it works. And then I'll build a separate machine that is running at like a full clock speed of say 4-8 megahertz, something like that. Bigger one doesn't really rattle. I think this might have been the one that got lost last time. I think I know what's in here. I kind of feel through a squidgy and I thought, yeah, I think I know what that is. Paperwork. We don't like paperwork. No, it isn't. It is not what I thought it was. That is what it is. I didn't think I could get these. I've been trying to order these and I just couldn't find them anywhere and I was giving up. But now I have them. Date ordered 17th of September. 2x red LED filter panels. I still think I'm missing a parcel then. Perhaps I'll have a hunt around in a second. Yeah, red LED filter panels. These are for my alarm clock project, which I never finished. So I must move back onto the alarm clock project. These are going to sit in front of the 7-segment LEDs. So I'll 3D print a case for it and mount one of these in the case, and then the 7-segment LEDs will sit behind these. That's the theory anyway. Don't really want to scratch them up, but they look like they do have a bit of scratching on them already. They look a bit big. I don't think it matters though. I think I can kind of build that into the project. Let me get a 7-segment LED and I'll just show you what I mean. Well, here's one. It's not the one I'm going to use, but this is a little display module, and then you really need to see them powered on, really, but that'll sit behind there like that. So it's a little big, yeah, but I think we can incorporate that into the design. So these will be for the alarm clock project. I only need one, but quite handy to have two. I might do another project one day. Yeah, I must get back onto that one. Yeah, I was hunting around for those and I didn't think I could order them. They all seem to be out of stock and discontinued, but I think I ordered them and they said they were on back order, but they seem to have arrived. Let's keep moving on. These are quite heavy, delivered by Hermes. It's a delivery company we have it here in the UK. I don't know if you have that in other countries. It looks as if it got a bit damp. It looks a bit water damage to me, but it is well packaged, so I think they'll be okay. And I think I know what they are. I think there's a clue on here because it says they are from qedcasters. So I think these might be casters. Let's have a look. Can I get in here? Can I get in here? Kind of. More packaging. Don't think there's any incriminating evidence. Yeah, fairly well packaged. I mean, they're loose in there, but they're fairly robust items, so we should be okay. They are indeed casters. Well, they're not really casters, they're just wheels. And the configuration I'm going to build, they will not be casters, but they are wheels. Not sure if they're 50mm. Don't think I've got a ruler or a tape measure to hand. There's some paperwork. Let's have a look at that. So it says set of 4 3-inch 75mm diameter grey rubber tired wheels, £8.98. What are they for then? What have we got in mind for these? Can you guess? Can anyone guess? Now they don't look very big, but I think they'll do the job. I wanted them to be quite discreet. But these are going to be for the in move. I'm going to put these at the bottom of the in move so we can move him around on a little bit of a mobile stand. I'll probably just use two at the back of the in move, just near his feet. Probably just tucked in behind his ankles so we can't see them. And I can just tip him back and roll him around on these. I know they're not very big. I'd imagine maybe should have used 4-inch, but I think they'll work. I think they'll be fine. I'll need to get a bar. I think they're 8mm, so I think I've got some 8mm rods that I can put through there. Probably want to be threaded rods so that we can put some some nuts and washers on there. I think I can figure something out, put 2 of them on, and we'll build him into a little plate at the bottom that he'll sit on. We'll make some kind of handle for it. I want it to be discreet. I don't want you to be able to see the stand, so that's the idea. I want him to be just standing there looking like he's supporting himself, but these will just help him balance a little bit, stop him from tipping over. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with those. Wasn't too expensive, was it? Was it £9 for 4? It's not too bad. This one, we're nearly at the end. This one feels like there's 2 separate parcels in here. And it says enclosure meter. So I'll open it up, but I may have to cut the video if there's separate packaging inside which has got my name on it, my name and address on it. I'll probably want to hide that. And they have this awful habit of putting my telephone number on the packaging. Feels heavy. Let me just look at that. Yeah, it's got my telephone number on it. Why do they do that? Feels heavy. Relays. Let's come back to them. AliExpress, this will be. And there's another one. Yeah, again, my telephone number on it. I mean, to be fair, they've put it in another package, which I don't think have my telephone number on. Sometimes they do. Now, I just ordered these. I thought this would be an interesting little project just to play with. It's kind of like a thermostat housing. Feels really cheap, but there you go. I probably paid a few pounds for it. You get some buttons. Looks like one of them's kind of optional because you'd probably have to knock that one out if you wanted to use that. But you get the buttons. I just thought it'd be a little cleaner than 3D printing something. And I think it takes in here the I'm not sure, is it what will it be? Will it be like a 2x16 LED or LCD character display? I'm sure I've got one somewhere, but I think mine might be damaged, so I might have to order a new one. So there's really nothing. I don't know how you get in it. Must be clipped together because I can't see any screws. Don't want to break it. It feels quite. I'll have to carefully figure that out, won't I? Yeah, nothing particular in mind for it. I just sort of saw it and thought, well, it looks interesting. I'll order it, and we'll put a display in there, and we'll do something with it. I'll probably turn it into a temperature sensor, won't I? I'll probably put a thermostat, a thermometer kind of project, and I guess it could have a clock on it as well, so it'll tell us the time and the temperature, and maybe I'll screw it to the wall out in the garage. Just thought it looked like a fairly neat solution, although the display that goes in here is not really the best display. Those character displays that you get, but I think I've got one somewhere that might work. It might fit in there, so we'll have a play around with that. Be a bit of fun. Okay, so that's about it apart from the big box. So I'm going to clear everything away because we're going to need more room. Camera's wobbling all over the place. I thought I had a knife, but I think it's now buried in packaging, so I'm going to persevere with the scissors. It's crazy, isn't it? I should get a knife. Where is the knife? So this is, you can probably see on the tape, it's 3JC. So if you've watched my previous mailbags, I only order one thing from 3JC. So we know what's in here, but maybe not the exact configuration. I'm a bit too close zoomed in, aren't I? But we'll soon have them out. Okay, let me back away a bit. So there's one. There is another one. I think that's probably it. So they're actually 4 of the same. So basically it's 4 modules like this, and these are just part storage drawers. I 3D print dividers, put them in here. One there and one there if I want 3 compartments, so you can just put one in the middle if you want 2 compartments, or you can just put one and have a small compartment and a long compartment. These aren't the most expensive drawers, but they're also not the cheapest. The main reason I've been ordering them is because of their modular nature. I can order different configurations and they slot together. So if I divide these up into 3 sections each, I get 12 compartments in a module like that. So it's 12, 24, 48 compartments I get here with this configuration. So I can finally put all those nuts and bolts in these that you saw in the previous mailbag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, I'm going to look up some of those integrated circuits, find out exactly what they are, and we will come back and have a recap. Okay, so there's everything here. I looked up the part numbers on the integrated circuits. Turns out there's nothing exciting there at all. There's 7404, which I believe was all of these, is a hex inverter, so 6 NOT gates, and the 7432 is just a quad OR gate, so they're just NOT gates and OR gates. The crystals here, I was correct, the smaller ones are exactly half the frequency of the bigger ones. The bigger ones were 7.3728 megahertz. Are they megahertz or kilohertz? Megahertz. 7.3728, the bigger ones, and the smaller ones, if I can just read this one, 3.6864. So they will be for the Z80 computer project. These are just under 4 megahertz and these are just under 8 megahertz. I have heard that I mean, it depends on exactly what chip you've got, but some of the 4 megahertz Z80 chips will run happily at the 7.3 megahertz that these ones run at, but I probably wouldn't push my luck. I think you can get the Z80 up to 8 megahertz. I think you can even get it faster than that these days. But I'll probably just start with the slower crystal anyway. And I think we build a little clock circuit up using these NOT gates. So, recap. We've got the little enclosure housing here for the character LCD display. 10 relays. These are mains voltage relays. They're rated at, they're going to focus 10 amps, 250 volts. We have 240, 230 volts here in the UK, so yeah, rated for mains voltage. And obviously you can use them for lower voltages as well. They say 10 amps, but that's probably for a resistive load. If we were going to use an inductive load, we would need to derate them. We'd have to look up the data sheets, but I doubt I'll get that scientific with them. I'll just put the small loads on them. So the relays, crystals I already mentioned, logic chips. We got the 2 7-segment LED filter panels. We've got the tools here, the offset screwdrivers, we've got the plastic wheels, and then the storage drawers. So hopefully there's something of interest there. As always, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to see some comments on these videos. Probably coming to an end to these now. I think, what have we done, about 10 of these now, something like that. I'll do a couple more. We'll see them out to the end of the year, and then I'll probably stop doing them. But if you do want me to continue doing these, then you need to leave comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.